What's up, y'all? My name is Devontae, and I sacrificed my time so you don't have to. Looks like this Vince McMahon arc is going to continue on into the weekend. Got some updates for you guys. Link is down in the description box below if you want to follow along. Timestamps are in the pinned comment if you want to go directly into the Smackdown video. But this shouldn't take too long, though. Slim Jim holds WWE promotions amid allegations against Vince McMahon. WWE had initially announced a collaborative partnership with Slim Jim back in August of 2023, marking the inception of this joint venture during SummerSlam. However, as of January 25th, 2024, WWE has introduced the Slim Jim and WWE car sweepstakes, or I think I said that backwards, but you get what I'm trying to say though. Regrettably, the official contest page on WWE.com has been removed, featuring the message, "You are not authorized to access this page." This development raises questions about a possible strain in their association, possibly related to recent accusations leveled against Vince McMahon concerning sex trafficking. The fate of this partnership now hangs in the balance. On a Friday afternoon, the Twitter account WrestleVotes drew attention to the situation by reporting that there are indications suggesting Slim Jim might have informed WWE about their decision to withdraw their sponsorships from the upcoming Royal Rumble event, scheduled for the following day. The ultimate destiny of their collaboration remains uncertain at this juncture. The tweet stated, and I quote, "There are rumors circulating that Slim Jim has communicated to WWE their intention to pull their sponsorships from tomorrow's Royal Rumble event. Whether they will continue their partnership in the future is yet to be determined," unquote. In an update, John Pollock of PostWrestling.com received an official statement from Slim Jim, and I quote, Slim Jim places a high value on integrity and respect Slim Jim places a high value on integrity and respect in all our partnerships. In light of the recent troubling allegations against Vince McMahon, we have decided to temporarily halt our promotional activities with WWE. This decision reflects our commitment to our brand values and our responsibility to our community. We will closely monitor the situation and make future engagement decisions based on our values and what is in the best interest of our brand, unquote. The decision by Slim Jim to temporarily halt their promotional activities with WWE, citing concerns about recent allegations against Vince McMahon, underscores their commitment to integrity and respect in their partnerships. While the fate of their collaboration remains uncertain, it is clear that Slim Jim is prioritizing their brand values and responsibilities to their community. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. See, and I've been taking this stance for the longest. I'm going to defend Vince in regards to the sex trafficking accusations because it's obviously frivolous and it's completely shit. And it's terrible because it's not what sex trafficking is overall, especially when the person who is involved, who goes out of her way to accuse Vince McMahon of sex trafficking, consented. That's my only thing in regards to the situation. The girl, I forgot her name already, Jeanette Gell or something like that. I can't remember her name. She's not a victim. This is not sex trafficking. With that being said, it's already been proven. I mean, I guess the text messages could be photoshopped, but I highly doubt that to be the fucking case. I'll say alleged though, just to, be safe, I guess. Those text messages allegedly that Vince McMahon had made, they look fucking real. And I'm almost certain Vince actually made those text messages. And with that being said, no different than what happened yesterday when TKO threw Vince McMahon under the bus. Same situation with Slim Jim, and I don't blame them because in the end of the day, you can make a defense in regards to what was lawful, but as far as their brand values are considered, yeah, you can't have a guy going around shitting on people's heads, being a representative of whatever sponsorship you want to put out there, or a representative of the company of what sponsors you want to collaborate with. Look, in the end of the day, WWE's gonna have to make a decision, but in my opinion, it sounds kind of ironic, right? Almost poetic in a way. They're going to have to Benoit Vince McMahon. That's just the way that it is. Look, in the end of the day, Vince is a billionaire, He can take care of himself. He's a big boy. He's almost 80 years old. This is it, bro. They're pulling sponsorships from WWE now, and they have no affiliation with Vince as far as anything in regards to the product. For real. It's just that he's the guy that created WWE. They're gonna have to distance themselves if they want to avoid any more sponsorships being pulled like this. This is ridiculous. Yeah, nah, man. Vince put himself in this situation in the other day. I'm going to defend him when it comes to the sex trafficking stuff. I'm going to defend him in regards to calling this person a victim when she's absolutely not a fucking victim. Only a victim and when it comes to not being paid her money. But in regards to anything else, no, I'm not going to call her a victim. But Vince did allegedly perform the sexual stuff that has been accused of him in those text messages. You can't have that alongside your brand. In the end of the day, I completely understand where Slim Jim is coming from. But yeah, the only end result of this is they're going to have to Benoit Vince. And again, I can't say it enough. If that's not the most ironic thing you've heard this year, I don't know what is. But let's lighten the mood up a little bit and let's get into the Smackdown review. I'll update you guys some more on the Vince McMahon stuff if anything else pops up this upcoming weekend. Because we all know what the final result is going to be. And I'll have a video for that when that happens. Let's go to the Smackdown review. Okay, before I talk about this opening segment, just give me a minute. Oh my god, the comments on the Brock Lesnar Vince McMahon video and on the TKO Vince McMahon video are just straight AIDS cancer. You people are straight AIDS cancer, I swear to god, what the fuck? Oh, you are adults. Why am I having to hold the hand of adults to explain basic fucking logic? Folks, your heart is located in your chest and your brain is located in your head. Use each accordingly and responsibly. Folks. Okay. I'm gonna break this down one more time, okay? What you see so far in regards to the accusations being made was made on behalf of Janet via her, or Janelle, whatever her fucking name is, via her attorney. Okay, you cannot use the words of an attorney to prove an accusation in regards to evidence before it's clarified in court and argued and cross-examined, you fucking retards. Why do I have to explain that the victim's impact statement is not evidence? It is not evidence to take a person's word and say, hey, look, he did this. Holy fucking shit, you people are retarded. Did your mom give birth to you and play football, but you have no dad, so no one was there to fucking catch you? Let's make fucking logical sense of what the fuck we're talking about and reporting on. Okay, you fucking idiots. I'm losing my mind here with the stupidity. There are multiple things that can be confirmed at once. Vince McMahon is a sick fuck for the things that he suggested in regards to what is proven, evidence, proof right there in the text messages. We have that. We can call Vince a sick fuck and not defend him via the actions, but defend him in regards to due process because he is being accused of sex trafficking, which does not meet the merit of contention in regards to what sex trafficking is. She was not forced. She consented. You fucking morons. What more do I have to say? How far do I have to break this down? What the fuck is wrong with you people? I'm losing my mind. I'm triggered. I'm fucking triggered. I need drugs. Oh, I gotta abuse some drugs. I need some substance abuse. I got to abuse some substance. You people, I hate you. Oh god, the wrestling community. Pause for a second. Gotta pause. I'm gonna talk about the opening segment. Give me 5 minutes. You people, oh god, oh, you people, do you drink bleach for a living? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is, hemorrhage, give me a minute, hemorrhage. Okay, I'm back. Had to give myself a little bit of a 10-minute Gotta talk about the Carlito stuff also. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the opening segment. Roman Reigns, because the Carlito match is going on currently at the moment, and they're about to go on commercial break, so I'll talk about that afterwards. The Roman Reigns opening segment, I still can't get that out of my head. I hate you people. I fucking hate you people who think like this. The Roman Reigns, or not Roman Reigns, the championship segment that kicked it off. You had this, I don't even know his name because I don't follow Spanish music because I'm a fucking American and I actually came here legally. Or at least my family did legally. And, you know, I'm here legally because I'm American. Some of you people who listen to this music should probably take notes and tips and probably apply it to your family and yourself. But I digress. Continuing on, though. This guy, fucking Yankee Daddy or Pitbull, whatever the fuck his name is, I don't know. He came out here promoting this new theme song, RKO, because, of course, that's the way to step foot into a wrestling ring. It's to make a song about a fucking wrestler if you're Latino, and it blows up on the charts, and therefore you're now WWE property. I don't know. Can you do a Canadian Destroyer? I don't know. If you can do a Canadian Destroyer, I'm perfectly fine with that. At least he speaks English. He introduced Randy Orton. He came out to the ring. Randy Orton, he's like going on some diatribe because, you know, Randy Orton, like, he just sticks to bullets and points, which is fine because he's Randy Orton. He can do whatever he wants to fucking do. At the end of the day, you know, except taking shit on people's heads. He'd rather do it than bags. Eventually, AJ Styles interrupted him. He started to talk. Again, didn't really pay too much of attention because, again, diatribe, bullets and points, pinpoints. And then eventually, LA Knight came out. And then he started to go back and forth. Well, not really back and forth. He came out and he made a point in regards to what he wants to do going forward. And just making little slide jokes. It's not really worth talking about in regards to the promo. It just kind of fit the norm of what the hell they were trying to do as far as an opener is considered. It is what it is. It's not really worth talking about, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know if Roman's here tonight. I seen Jimmy and Solo. They came out in the intro as far as building up for the matches tonight. Also, Asuka and Kairi saying they were coming. Didn't see Damage Control around with them, so that's interesting. But we'll see how that plays out tonight because they're definitely taking those tag team championship belts. And if they don't, WWE, you're going full retard. But I'm pretty sure Triple H will make a good booking decision and go through the processes in regards to actually putting the championship belts on them. So, with that being said, I'm sorry if I spazzed out. No, what am I saying? No, fuck you guys. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. Why am I apologizing to you guys? I hate you people. I fucking hate you people. I want you to skip it to yourself in fucking Minecraft. No, I fucking hate you people. There's no sorry. And in fact, the only thing that I'm sorry about is the fact that you fucking came on my video and you took up my time and my precious breaths, because I just won't get that back. Those few breaths that I took exhaling and commenting on your stupid fucking mentality. Oh, you SJWs. Oh my god. Oh, you guys are a dying breed, but you're not dying quick enough. Oh, go on an island and just nuke yourselves. Fuck. Skibbity yourself in Minecraft. Okay, no more talking about that. Let's continue on with the show. We still got the tag team match to talk about. Is this tag team match? No, it's Carlito versus Santos Escobar. I'm triggered. Okay, gotta continue. I need some. Where's my drugs? I got abuse. I'm getting triggered again. I'm getting triggered again. Okay, so a couple of things happened. Don't worry, guys. I'm good. Cleared my mind. Jacked off a little tiny bit. Drunk some Seagrams. I know. Judge me if you want to. Can't drink hard liquor. I have to go to work later on tonight. But I feel fine. Mine is clear. Mine is completely numb, but it's clear nonetheless. We had this match with Carlito versus Santos Escobar. It was a fine match. No one really cares about the match, though. What we care about is the finish. Now, I'm not familiar with who this Electra Lopez chick is. I feel like... But that's not her, though. Was she the one underneath the mask? That was... Or not underneath the mask. Yeah, underneath the mask. No, wait. Was she the one that was helping out Humberto Carrillo a couple of years ago? That's not the same girl, is it? I feel like I've seen her before. Like, she was under a mask or something a couple of years ago on Raw, like on 2020 or 2019 or something. I could be wrong, though. She's in NXT, though, nonetheless, though, I believe, right? I could be wrong about that, too. Again, I'm not familiar with who the hell Electra Lopez is. I actually thought Zelina Vega eventually was going to turn on this version of the LWO, or I guess Legado del Fantasma. I thought she was going to turn on LWO and then join them, but this is fine, too. You got a little bit of a gang warfare going on. Eventually, we have Rey Mysterio and we have Andrade. Clearly, Andrade is going to come back most likely during the Royal Rumble tomorrow. Keep your eyes out on that. But we have Rey Mysterio also, so we're going to get like a little bit of a gang warfare storyline going on into WrestleMania. I mean, I think that's going to be the case. So it's pretty clear that Andrade is going to be a heel and join up with Legado del Fantasma, because that's pretty cool. I'm fine with that. But again, that means that Rey Mysterio is going to be on the other side with Carlito, right? So eventually we're going to get Rey Mysterio and Carlito, and maybe the rest of the LWO versus the Legado del Fantasma in the 5-on-5 match. I don't know. It's a lot of things that could probably go on with this. But yeah, Electra Lopez, she ended up interfering in the match. A bit of a distraction with all the guys fighting outside the ring, and Carlito distracted, and Santos Escobar, he was laid out, and she jumped over the ring barricade, I presume, because I didn't see her come from anywhere else. She pulled down Zelina Vega and caused a distraction with Carlito, who looked out the ring for some reason, because it's, baby faces, stupid. It just kind of goes with the flow. You can't have stupid baby faces and actually have WWE. That just doesn't go together. It's like having apples, but no juice within the apple. Then again, it's just a crisp then, right? It's just an apple crisp. You can't have an apple crisp. And then, you can't have that, okay? You got to have dumb baby faces. And Carlito, the dumbest of them all. Santos Escobar ended up hitting a roll up on him, and he got the win. And that's cool. We're going in. You say Carlito, that's cool. crunch my apple. Ah, see how that all fit together? I didn't even do that on purpose, bro. If this was rap, I'd be spitting bars right now, but I'm not a rapper, so I'm not spitting any bars, okay? Only thing spitting is your mom and my, let me chill. I already said a bunch of cuss words earlier. I can't get this age restricted. Probably is, though. I don't know. Who cares? Afterwards, AJ Styles, he said walking down a corridor. Well, I guess I should talk about the fact that he promoted a bunch of shit. So sad, all the stuff that they're promoting with the Royal Rumble, and then this #1 hit song that they're talking about with this RKO shit and W2K24, all this goodwill. Again, bro, God, distance yourself with Vince McMahon. I'm gonna defend him on a bunch of things, but you can't defend him on the actual stuff that actually, the stuff that he actually did. Man, we're gonna talk about Vince throughout this entire fucking review, aren't we? The stuff that he actually did, you can't actually go out of your way to actually, say, that's a good thing in regards to, brand recognition or image. So, yeah, I get it. Distance yourself, Vince McMahon, so you can keep this goodwill going. Regardless, so AJ Styles came down the corridor. He was met by the OC. Oh, actually, first he was met by Jimmy Uso, who was trying to proposition him to maybe attack LA Knight. Oh, actually, hang on. Speaking of skibbity guys, I see what's his name. Oh, hang on. All right, continuing on. So Bobby Lashley jumped. Well, should I talk about this? Well, let's talk about AJ Styles first. He came down the corridor, and Jimmy Uso, he was trying to proposition AJ Styles to help him jump LA Knight so they can eliminate him from the equation in order to make it a lot easier, make it a triple threat match at the Royal Rumble, because that's totally going to happen. That's not happening. And while Jimmy Uso was trying to confirm whether or not him and AJ should go do this with the rest of the bloodline, the OC walked up and, Jimmy Uso kind of skedaddled out of there. And Carl Anderson was like, hey, what was that all about? And AJ Styles, rightfully so, because you're the worst fucking stable in wrestling history. Seriously, how many times has AJ Styles been getting his ass beat and you weren't around to help him out? He was like, none of your business. Seriously, the most justified anger ever. I'm still kind of confused as to whether or not AJ is a babyface, but if he's a babyface, he's a smart babyface. Take some notes, okay, Carlito? Smart babyface over here. But I paused that for a second because I wanted to talk about, or I guess I wanted to see what was going on right there with what's his name. What the hell is Buddy's name? Fuck, I forgot his name. Help me out here. Magnus. Oh yeah, Nick Aldis. He was interrupted by Bobby Lashley. He got a kind of a nice pop from the outside. You can kind of hear outside of the ring with the crowd going, Bobby, Bobby. He's still somewhat over. You had what's his name? Them like doing the whole little gimmick with the whole, pick your number out of a lottery box shit that they did a couple of years ago that they're not bringing back the night before the Royal Rumble. Super convenient, right? Probably should have been doing that for the past couple of weeks, but I digress. Regardless, though, Bobby Lashley pulled out a number and he was like looking pretty happy that he got that number. I mean, I wonder, was it 6'9"? Was Lana around? I got him so cringe. Oh shit, what the hell was that? Swallow my spit. Afterwards, Santos Escobar, he barged in and you have Bobby Lashley. He's kind of taunting him. He's like, don't think we forgot about you, my friend. And then Santos Escobar, he said in Spanish, well, English translation, he essentially said, don't think we forgot about you either, my friend. And he pulled his number out. He told him, permiso, excuse me. And he pulled a number out and, they kind of cut to Bayley right now and they're running a vignette as we speak, which I can't hear it because I'm talking to you idiots right now in the audience. So, baby, Bayley, vignette. I don't know what she's saying, but I just figured, I don't know, I'll just say in a Japanese accent because some of you guys are Japanese nerds. You probably appreciate that. That was Japanese, by the way. Or maybe I should just do it like some of the lollies, right? Because I know some of you guys are, pedophiles, so let me do the lolly voice, right? Bayley. I hate you guys. Fuck you all. Okay, continue on with the show. All right, so before I continue this, if you guys want to go check out this video that I just uploaded a couple of minutes ago, I talk about the whole Vince McMahon leaving TKO and WWE, not, by his own will, if you will, but because of all the stuff that happened so far. He did end up leaving TKO. I'll leave a link down in this timestamp right here if you want to go check that out. It's only 2 minutes. I talk about Vince and TKO and WWE, and then I go over it there. Oh my god, let's get back on track here though. Before I talk about the tag team title match, which was actually pretty good, I liked it. We had what's her name? Oh god, I forgot her name. Tamina Jax, The Rock's daughter. She showed up inside Nick Aldis's office. To be quite frank, I didn't really hear it because I was too busy recording the Vince McMahon stuff. But I'm pretty sure, I think I heard her say something about tips because I know she became the GM for NXT, which is fine. That's cool. I mean, awesome. Cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure Nia Snuka should be fine as far as her role in NXT, so it is what it is. I mean, congratulations to The Rock's daughter. Maybe this might be a way for her to kind of break out a little tiny bit. Maybe she might even be injured too. I don't know. Seems like every other week I hear about her. She's injured or doing something stupid. Regardless, though, continuing on with the tag team title match between Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, versus what do they call themselves? The After Party? I'm not even sure. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. It was a fine match. Is that like Kaden? What's her name? Kaden Carter. Is that like her finisher? The little pump handle Sister Abigail shit. That shit was kind of lit. I like that a lot. I don't know if that was in tribute to Bray or anything like that, but that was a lit ass fucking move. But too bad, too sad, because they ended up doing like the little keg stand maneuver, and you know, you had Kairi Sane who broke it up. She hit it on Asuka, both of those girls. Eventually, you get to the finish where they're all like going back and forth, but eventually Kairi Sane took Katana Chance out to the ring floor. She hit like this wicked Alabama slam on Katana Chance on the announcement table. It looked kind of fucking brutal, actually. And the finish essentially came where Asuka, she kicked Kaden Carter in the head with a roundhouse kick. Kicked her in the head for a roundhouse kick. I mean, that's kind of just explaining itself. But she eventually locked her into like this dragon sleeper, or I guess positioned her to like a reverse DDT, and Kairi Sane hit like her little insane elbow drop and like a combination finish, and they won the tag team championships. The move didn't really look all too devastating, more so because Asuka didn't really drop, you know, Kaden Carter really hard. I mean, you know, Kairi hit her insane elbow drop. I mean, she did her shit correctly, but Asuka could have probably hit her a little bit more impactful with the reverse DDT or the Scorpion Death Drop or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And they won the tag team championship belts. Got fireworks and everything. I love how they were all hugging each other, but Bayley's like she's like trying to find someone to hug, and no one's like hugging her. I mean, could that be a little bit of foreshadowing? I do want to say this also. I didn't talk about this in the last segment. I didn't hear what was going on in the Bayley segment, but the fact that they're even having a Bayley segment and her touching on the Bayley buddies and, you know, all the girls hugging each other and not Bayley. I mean, it's so fucking obvious that you know, she's gonna go back being the babyface, and she's gonna have one. I don't know if she's gonna win the Royal Rumble. I don't think that's gonna be the case, but she's gonna have probably one of the strongest women performances in Royal Rumble history. That I will put my money on. I don't think she's gonna win the Royal Rumble, but I'm willing to bet that Bayley's gonna have one of the most strongest women performances in the history of the women's Royal Rumble, which I guess is not really saying much. I mean, how long has this the Royal Rumble for the women been going on now? For like what, 6 years now? This is what the 7th one, but it's been going on for 6 years. Like what 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So yeah, this is the 7th Royal Rumble event, but it's been going on for 6 years. Kind of gets you confused sometimes. That's why I always look at WrestleMania 1. I'm like, isn't it technically WrestleMania 41 right now? Okay, whatever. Digress. Regardless, though, they did win the tag team championship belts. Obviously, this is all just to continue forwarding the Bayley stuff, and I'm here for it. I like the angle a lot. I'm a big Bayley fan, so can't wait to see the Royal Rumble with those girls performing. But with that being said, let's continue on with the show. Oh, and also, I should probably talk about the fact that Paul Heyman did pull Jimmy Uso to the side during a little bit of an angle, a little bit of a storyline, if you will. And he pretty much kind of gassed him up a little bit, trying to make him, you know, join the Royal Rumble so he can go after Seth Rollins for the World Championship. Oh, speaking of Bayley, hang on for a second. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about, bro. I love Bayley. Bro, every time I see Bayley and the look on her face in this angle, she is such a sympathetic character right now, bro. You guys may hate Bayley. I know some people were saying bully and whatnot. That's your opinion at the end of the day. I love characters like this in regards to, I mean, the starter from the bottom, now I'm here stuff is kind of lame. But the whole sympathy gimmick where you can get people really behind you and you can really, really milk it. People forget sometimes, because I know it's been a while. Bayley is one hell of a babyface. Because she kind of shows her dynamic as a heel also, but she is one hell of a babyface also. And to see the look on her face when she pulled that number out, it's pretty clear that she probably got number 1, 2, or 3. She's going to have one of the strongest women performances in Royal Rumble history. I just want to reiterate myself one more time. Damn, bro. God, I'm a big Bayley fan. I fucking love Bayley. Seeing the look on her face kind of made me sad, too. God, I can't wait to see this. This is going to be good. This is going to be a dope-ass Royal Rumble. Bayley's going to kill it. Mark my words. Now let's get to the match with, what their names are again? Pride and Powerful. Let's get to that match. I don't know their fucking names. Who cares? Oh, I didn't press pause. Damn it! Botch. Man, one thing I'll say about tonight, it went by super fast. We're already at the main event. I mean, goddamn, bro. The only bad thing about tonight, like, it was hard to focus because of all the Vince McMahon news that was coming out and all the Vince McMahon stuff that we've been talking about. It completely overshadowed tonight. I hope it doesn't do the same thing for the Royal Rumble tomorrow, which I doubt. It is the Royal Rumble in the end of the day, so everybody is excited for it. But yeah, bro, this whole review just felt like another upload talking about Vince more so than the actual review. So let me focus on the events that happened tonight. Bobby Lashley did come out, and there's a bunch of stuff that happened, since then, by the way. Because right now we're already at the main event. So let me go back to the Bobby Lashley stuff. Him and his associates, the Pride, they came out and they essentially were getting ready for their match against the what do they call themselves again? The Final Testament. Karrion Kross's new group, and they're kind of jabbering on, talking about how, they're cowards, and how, they're just challenging into a fight, essentially. The Final Testament, they eventually do come out. Well, at least Scarlett does, with fine, sexy ass. She comes out, and Bobby Lashley, he's like, oh, you're hiding behind your girlfriend or whatever, you're trying to have your girl fight your battles. Eventually, they do come out. Paul Ellering, he comes out, and then he's pretty much saying that, Karrion Kross, he's not afraid of him. And then Karrion Kross, he, talks, and eventually they have a fight because they're like, oh, we're not going to fight you guys tonight. We don't really have to. Why should we? And Bobby Lashley, he's like, oh, no, you're going to fight tonight. And then they're going to make their way up the ramp. But Scarlett, she jumps on Bobby Lashley's back as the Street Profits are making their way out of the ring. And she kind of distracts Bobby Lashley. Karrion Kross comes to the ring. He attacks Bobby Lashley. You can't even see what the fuck is going on outside the ring with the Street Profits and then AOP. I presume that they were fighting. Eventually, they get in the ring and then all hell breaks loose. But not really, because, the Pride kind of get overwhelmed by Karrion and AOP. And they beat the shit out of him essentially. And Karrion Kross hits him with the crosshammer. And that was pretty much it. Kind of a weak 7, to be perfectly honest with you, but it is what it is. So I guess Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits are like now faces all of a sudden, or maybe that was a case before and I just wasn't paying too much attention. But it is what it is. It's okay. Jimmy Uso, he did get his number eventually. He's like, yeet. Then he sees the number and he's like, no yeet. So I guess he got like a number between 1, 2, and 3. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Jey Uso actually start off the Royal Rumble. Kind of harken back to olden times when the Hardy Boys kicked off the Royal Rumble back in 2001. Even with all this Vince McMahon news, I am still really, really hyped up for the Rumble. I mean, I know all this shit is kind of overshadowing it right now, but I'm still hyped up for the Royal Rumble. Austin Theory actually had a match with Carmelo Hayes also. Those guys killed it. I liked the match. They kind of made up for the botch and stuff that happened earlier on, a couple of weeks ago with the concussion stuff. It was one move that Austin Theory did. I think he called it the Attackia or something like that. That shit looked hard as fuck. He did like the, I don't know if you guys remember this move that Sami Zayn, back in his indie days, he was like El Generico. He used to do this damn move where he'll put you up in a suplex position and he'll kind of flip you into a power bomb. It looked really cool. It was kind of like that, but instead of flipping him into a power bomb, he flipped him into an STO, a reverse STO, or a flatliner. That was really, really fucking cool. I actually dug that a lot. But because Grayson Waller was out there, and eventually they kind of overwhelmed Carmelo Hayes with the distractions, and eventually Austin Theory got the win with holding the tights and rolling them up. Eventually they started beating the shit out of Carmelo Hayes, and who made the save? Trick Williams. Whoop that trick. Get him. Whoop that trick. Get him. Whoop that trick. I like Trick Williams. He's going to be a big ass star one of these days. But he makes a save on Carmelo Hayes. And essentially Carmelo Hayes is asking for a knuckle touch. But, Trick Williams didn't give it to him. He was like, I just saved you because we have a match on Tuesday, essentially. I haven't really been following. I've been hearing scuttlebutts, and I know they've been, kind of off and on. They kind of, I can't even sit here and say that I know their feud all too much. I know that they're having trouble in Paradise. I'm just not too engaged with their feud because I don't really watch NXT. Not through any fault of my own. It's just because I, work that day and I just can't really keep up with NXT. But, that's pretty cool. Trick Williams got a sighting on SmackDown. He's clearly over. The crowd was chanting whoop that trick right along with me. So it's nice to see him actually show his face and him instantly be over with the audience. That That looks good, and that looks awesome in his favor. I like how we're now reverting right back to catchphrases and crowds being engaged with the superstars, with the likes of LA Knight or Jey Uso or this. This is what I like to see. More of this, more character development with guys actually expressing themselves. That without them. We also had a little bit of a backstage segment with what's his name, Daddy Yankee Daddy. What is it, Daddy Yankee or Yankee Daddy? I don't fucking know. Whatever his name is, one of the celebrity guys who came out earlier promoting his song RKO. He essentially was like cutting a promo saying, because Caleb Braxton or one of the robot interviewers were asking who's his favorite going into the Royal Rumble. Of course, he endorsed Randy Orton because, promoting his song RKO. He was eventually interrupted by the Bloodline with Paul Heyman saying, nah, he's respectful. And I think you got that wrong. Yeah, you got that wrong. You definitely got that wrong. You definitely got that wrong. You're wrong about that. Definitely wrong about that. I like that. That was actually pretty... No, I didn't. I'm lying. What the fuck am I lying for? Why am I lying to you guys? I hate celebrity artists who don't know how to wrestle. Oh, speaking of that, Logan Paul and Kevin Owens, they had a little bit of a scuffle on the Performance Center. Apparently that was recorded earlier on, kind of promoting their feud a little bit more further. That was actually pretty cool. I actually like that. That was cool. I'm being legit about that. Promoted the mid-card title a little bit more. I like that. Nothing wrong with that. They got a match at the Royal Rumble. I'm hyped up for it. Who's hyped? I'm hyped. You hyped? I'm hyped. I'm super hyped. But with that being said, we got LA Knight in the ring right now with Solo Sikoa, so let's get on with that. And again, really, really fast night. This was a smooth episode of Smackdown. It's just one of those things where, unfortunately, is being overshadowed by Vince McMahon. So what can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. I wouldn't be here today if... Oh, that's right. No, you guys are like fucking sperm cells as far as your age is concerned, so you know what the fuck I'm saying right now. With that being said, let's get to the main event. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and let's get the fuck out of here because the Royal Rumble is absolutely on the horizon. I like that ending. That ending was actually pretty lit. So you had the match between LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. And like all the matches that have been going on these past couple of weeks when dealing with the Bloodline or in Styles and Knight, it ended in a no DQ, ended in a DQ, excuse me, not no DQ, what the fuck, with drugs am I taking? I'm still lingering off the Adderall that I was taking earlier to kind of cure my headache after talking to you dumb fucks earlier on, because apparently you don't know how litigations work, but I digress. Regardless though, you had the finish in a disqualification, which, again, I don't see a problem with. Apparently, people see a problem with this. Oh, you had another shitty finish. I mean, why does every disqualification finish have to be concluded with a shitty finish? I mean, goddamn, bro. It's to promote a story, bro. It's to promote something better. So eventually you can have a match that fucking matters at the pay-per-view. That's the point of the disqualification finish. It's like people who watch professional wrestling for over 20 to 35 years don't understand how the concept of booking works in regards to angles, but I digress. Regardless, though, you had AJ Styles who jumped over the barricade to hit LA Knight with a phenomenal forearm, which is what caused the DQ finish. He threw LA Knight into the stairs and got a steel chair. Then you had, you had Jimmy Uso who had a steel chair who looked like he was about to hit AJ Styles with it. But AJ Styles kind of looked at him, confronted him as if, like, what are you going to do with that steel chair? And Jimmy threw it on the floor, and then AJ picked it up, and then Solo Sikoa was telling him to hit him. Do it. Take him out before I take you out. Which obviously AJ responded in kind with hitting him in the gut with the steel chair and taking out Jimmy Uso. Did he take out Jimmy? I don't remember him taking out Jimmy Uso. What I do remember, though, is Randy Orton's theme song hitting, and then him and AJ brawled for a little bit. AJ was taken out by Randy with, I think, a power... No, I think he took AJ out with an uppercut, and then he hit a power slam, I think, on Jimmy Uso, who was trying to leave the ring. Or I think, did he hit it? No, I think he had a backdrop, because he was going to follow out AJ Styles, and then Solo Sikoa started to get involved. Then he backdropped Solo Sikoa onto the announce table, but he did hit a power slam on Jimmy Uso. Jimmy, who was in the ring, was trying to get away from Randy Orton. He was trying to skedaddle. I love using that word. I feel like I used that word like 1,000,001 times tonight. He went on the ring apron and tried to get out of the ring, but Randy stopped him, put him in a headlock, and then he hit a spiked DDT from the middle rope. AJ Styles attempted to hit a phenomenal forearm, but Randy stopped that also, hit him with a spiked DDT, and then followed up with an RKO. Now, while he's celebrating, LA Knight comes in the ring. They show the graphic and everything. The copyright is going off the air. It is 9:58. As soon as he turns around with the graphic being on, LA Knight hits him with the blunt force trauma. And it goes off the air with the camera lingering on LA Knight, which I thought was good, because there was a part of me that, you know what, I like this feud a little tiny bit. I like the story. I like the angle. I love how SmackDown has revolved around its champions and the competitors who are involved within the championship and the participants overall who are involved with the championship. You see where I'm going with this? Kind of a pattern, right? They are involving the champion consistently throughout the program with stuff in between, because the championship is the main focal point of any wrestling brand. You hear me, Tony? You know, you're so busy burying your own show by putting out fucking Twitter posts like 2024 is going to be the new 2021, as if 2024 isn't the new 2022 or 2023. What are you saying? Your product has been shit for the past 2 years now, you idiot. Continuing on though, I like how everything was promoted, but there was a little bit of a lingering effect that kind of made me feel like, because there was so much focus on Randy and Roman, especially closing out these shows, that it kind of felt like, you know, AJ and LA Knight were kind of an afterthought. Like, they're literally just in this match because you just want to have something different for Roman. And, you know, it kind of feels like they want to do Roman and Randy at the Elimination Chamber for their Australia show, but they're like, oh, you know what, we got to save that. Let's just do Randy. But we don't want to do Randy and Roman, but we don't want Randy and the Royal Rumble because we don't want them eliminated, yada, 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 yada. So we need this fatal four-way match in order to kind of tread water a little bit so we get to Australia, where we want to have the one-on-one match with Randy and Roman Reigns. But at least that's how it feels to me, honestly. That might not be true, probably isn't true, but that's just how it feels to me. And it just made AJ and LA Knight feel like afterthoughts a little, kind of like just a tad bit. Hell, maybe even somewhat more so LA Knight, because at least AJ has like a little bit of a side gig going on right now with the OC, and you know, him returning and his new attitude, you know, this Black Heart-esque type of gimmick. I like what LA Knight and I like what AJ are doing. I kind of felt like more focus being on them throughout this would have been a little bit nice, rather than just consistently focusing on Roman and Randy as if those other two aren't participants within the fatal four-way match. I mean, yeah, they've been involving them, but it just kind of, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, they're involving them. I'm not saying that they're not in segments or in angles or anything. It just kind of feels like there's just so much focus on Randy and Roman, and the other two aren't really participants. I don't know, it just kind of gives me that vibe, and I really don't like that. And I also didn't like the fact that Roman didn't show up tonight. I know people were like, well, does Roman really need to show up? Yeah, for the go-home show to your second biggest pay-per-view of the year, I think Roman needs to show up. I don't know, call me fucking crazy. I mean, call me a little bit loony, right? Roman should have been here tonight. I was expecting him to spear Randy Orton. I was actually expecting him to spear LA Knight after the fucking Blunt Force drama. But no Roman tonight, which is just weird. I understand his contract probably stipulates he doesn't have to be there every week, obviously. But, I mean, a little bit of concession could have been made for him to show up to the Rumble. Or, I don't know, maybe he shouldn't have been on one of the other Smackdowns and he could have showed up to this show right here to be promoted for the Rumble. Because, again, it's your go-home show to the Royal Rumble. I don't know. Maybe I'm the ludicrous one, right? Maybe I'm the ludicrous one in different area codes. Why are you singing songs you fucking sperms didn't realize were even a thing because you weren't even born at the fucking time? Overall, though, this SmackDown was over. I thought it was a pretty decent episode. I think it was probably the least effective episode compared to the previous SmackDowns, but I thought it was a decent SmackDown, especially for a go-home show into the Royal Rumble. It's just, again, one of those things where the show was completely overshadowed by the Vince McMahon news. It kind of feels like it's an afterthought, but you know, I thought this was a pretty, I thought it was a good episode. I don't know, man. I just love stories, and I love when everybody, you know, is hitting on all points, and I just like this booking style of SmackDown is, you know, incorporating. And call me biased if you want to, call me a simp. It is what it is. I like this episode of SmackDown, and I like WWE overall. But, you know, we do have the Royal Rumble on the horizon. I was supposed to drop a community post earlier today as far as my predictions are considered. I'll probably post that earlier on in the morning time, maybe later on tonight. We'll see how this goes, and you guys wake up in the morning time and see the predictions. I'll make a little poll out of it that asks what's going to be your favorite matches. So, with that being said, we have one more show. I mean, goddamn, bruh. Man, AEW is such an afterthought right now when you think about it, with the Vince McMahon news and then what's going on with the Royal Rumble. It just feels like, God, AEW is such an afterthought in the negatives and in the positives, isn't it? I forgot they even existed tonight before Tony posted that stupid ass tweet. But with that being said, folks, the Royal Rumble's tomorrow. Don't forget, I will absolutely be reviewing it. Just come back to the channel probably like 45 minutes to an hour after the show. I will have a review up for it. Don't worry. I'm your boy, and I got ya back. We're going to have some fun times. Who's going to show up to the Royal Rumble? Who's going to be a surprise entrant? What's going to happen in regards to the WWE Championship matches? Well, I guess match, because Seth Rollins is injured right now. Oh, that sucks. Oh, boy. We got 4 matches, and we got the Royal Rumble. So, let's get it going, because next stop is the road to WrestleMania. So with that being said, folks, my name is Devontae, and I'll be catching you guys later. See you tomorrow for the Royal Rumble, or more news, because we probably might be getting more news tomorrow. We'll see. Deuces. P-eyes.